Okay, so in this video, I want to talk about blessing your deck. I recently purchased a new deck, and I'm really happy to use this deck again, because this is my very first tarot deck, the Vinyl Tarot Way. Any deck. Let it be a tarot deck, an oracle deck, an animal deck, whatever deck that you're going to use for divinations. If you're seeking divinations through cards, let it be that deck to bless. Sorry, blah, blah. What you need is a candle. Personally, for blessing a deck, or personally I'm blessing anything, I just use a tea light candle, but you can use whatever size candle that you want. I like using tea light candles because it's very sufficient. I use matches when I'm using to concentrate or bless or to cleanse a thing, because sulfur, the smell of sulfur to me is a very cleansing thing. I'll use lighters for, you know, happy go-go, beautiful, like the Sabbats. I use a lighter for that because I don't want the smell of sulfur. I want a sweet smell during like certain Sabbats. But anyways, a bowl of water, a little dish of salt, and incense. I use an incense stick. It's very sufficient and easy. You want the whole thing, the whole main purpose of this is not to be complex, just to be only simple, because you're just doing a simple thing. So really, simple is key here. For this, not only blessing a deck, it's nice to re-bless a deck, if you will. It's nice to re-bless it, to reboost this, to give it a little bit of oomph, a little bit of energy, a little bit of kind of like you're defragmenting your computer and you're redoing something. So yeah, new deck, and I'm going to show you guys in a minute. I'm going to light some stuff. I'm going to open the plastic because it's still in plastic. I'll show you. It's still in plastic. And the little white book, and yeah, so give me a chance to light some stuff up, and doing some breathing exercise, kind of take about 4 or 5 breaths and whatnot, and yeah, give me a chance. Okay, so I open my deck. Once again, I'm gonna plug it. It's the Vinyl Weight Tarot. It's an amazing deck. I love it. So move all the stuff. Keep all the necessary needs at your working space. I lit the incense, as you can see it. You can use any incense that smell pleasant to you, but be reasonable of the cleansing properties. I use lavender because lavender is one of my best, favorite. It's one of my favorite scents. It's all-purpose. So after you take 4 or 5 breaths to end, put your hands onto the deck. I like to use my power hand, the hand that you're really dominant over, your right hand, or the hand that you feel strongest in. I like to put my hand above it, or on top of it, and I like to envision a pure white light, and you can use any color that feels comfortable to you, and you just want to visualize it jumping into this deck, charging up in any form or way. Let it be one beam of light coming down from above. Let it be electric current through your body, through your arm, and let it to basically consume and evaporate all negative energy. Just do whatever feels comfortable to you. I'm going to use a white line. After you accomplish that, you want to grab your deck and start with the incense. And with this, you will notice the incense would work around it. Oops, sorry, bad cameramanship. You want to roll the incense over the smoke. If it feels comfortable to you, which I can't because I'm holding the camera, you can shuffle the deck and let the incense smokes crawl through it. but just put it over the incense smoke. Let it kind of evaporate. And say a simple chant as I would say, I give you now the breath of air, in hell it's turning rich as fair. And just visualize the clouds, visualize the incense, the smoke from the incense to go around and circle it. Give it intention. Give it the breath of life. Give it mental powers. And set the deck back down. I like to set the deck back down after each element because you want the element to kind of represent, you don't want to blend too much. Sorry I was using my bad left hand. And then next, you want to go to fire. And I'm reading off I'm going to put this right here. I'm reading off my tarot book. But with this, please be cautious. You don't have to get the cards exactly on top of the fire. You don't want to scorch your hand. You don't want to scorch the cards. But you want to be cautious about it. You want to grab the deck. And remember, the fire energy is close to the flame itself, so don't worry about it. So this is what I do with the fire, is that I kind of treat it like it's a laser, but I make it sure it's fast motions. I make sure I run it fast, sometimes using the feeling of my hand. See, I'm not too close, so I'm not hurting my hand, I'm not smelling burnt hair. But be very, very cautious, because fire is still, it's still painful. Burns that you can get from fire. And say something as you're passing through. Say something as, I give you now the warmth of fire, so you may answer my desires. And at this point, you want to visualize the fire, giving it life, giving it desire, giving will, giving motion, giving sporadic energy, giving it warmth and loving, and everything that deals with the element of fire. And remember I said, I like to pass the cards back down to let it charge the energy from it. Here comes some of the difficult part of it, is sprinkle your deck lightly with the drips of water. Be cautious of it, because you might actually warp the cards. Some cards come with a gloss cover, some cards come with a plastic coating over it, or a gloss coating on it. Some cards come with basic paper. If your card is a basic paper, then I'll sprinkle around the cards where you don't touch it, so the water energy still be there. But since they're protected by gloss, since it's gloss, they're protected by gloss, but since it's gloss coated or plastic coated, I would use the water. But this is what I would do, because it says sprinkle lightly, meaning do that. I wouldn't do that because I'm the fear of warping my cards. Is that I take my dominant hand, once again, sorry, my right hand, my 2 power fingers, and I would like to tap 3 times on the deck, and I want to say, I give you water, life's truth force. Drink deeply as you chart your course. And as you notice, it's kind of beating. And I like to grab with my dry hand, I like to hold my hand over it and envision water, envision the element water, giving it intuition, giving it love, giving it emotion, giving it feelings, giving it protectiveness, giving it psychicness. And as you pick up the water, you'll see there's no water on it. There's a couple little drippings, but it's okay. You kind of want to damp the cards a little, but be very cautious about the water as well as the flame. Next is sprinkling deck with salt. I like to take the dab with my dominant hand, take a dab, sprinkle it on top. I like to give 3 pinches, 3 being a very witchy number, I like to say. And as you can see, it's kind of grainy. It has the grain on there. And as you're doing this, you want to say something like, I give you earth that you may sow the seeds of power, my tarot. And then visualize the earth, visualize the energy of the earth, visualize the power of stability, visualize the regeneration of energy, rejuvenation of energy. Visualize grounding. Visualize connecting. Visualize of a strong connection to the power, to the great divine. And so at this point you want to lift the deck. Lift the deck in the air. It's kind of dark, sorry, so I'll just keep it right here. Lift the deck and just say, power of the ancient tarot, bring your knowledge, let it flow into the soul and into my brain. From this deck, let knowledge reign. And after this, you want to spend, after you clear the deck off of salt, you want to spend a good 15 minutes or so, about 20 minutes of just shuffling the cards, visualizing it, giving it energy, spending time with it, giving it your feelings, giving your connection. And also, if you feel like it, you can store it up afterwards, or if you feel like it, you can put a candle next to it to let the flames from the candle from this. If you could just leave it on your working table, if you can leave all 4 of these on your working table for the candle to burn out and the incense to burn out and whatnot, then so be it. Remember, there is no right or wrong in this situation. You could do it in any motion and any method way that you want. So yeah. So thank you for joining me this journey, and talk about you in the next video. Recipe.